locations. We have 3 locations in Region 8, 3 locations in Region 4A, and then 1 in Bangsamoro. So that's the coverage of the feeding program. In terms of the launch, it's gonna be simultaneous, and that is where the challenge will be, but because we have on-ground partner in each of the location and they have been trained, as mentioned by FNRI earlier, we had a training just last week, no, Ellen? We flew in all the coordinators right here in the Prime Hotel, and they had a training under FNRI to properly implement the program, aligned, and everybody's aligned this time, so that we are sure that it's going to be implemented according to the program.
Hi ma'am, Jason Rubico was still from SNR News. Follow-up lang po, clarification. Bakit po napili natin yung 3 region na yun? Ano pong meron doon? Bakit po napili ng Mega doon na i-implement yung Mega Bigay Sustansya? Meron ba tayong nakikita na parang may problema sa malnutrition, especially sa mga students?
I will answer first generally, but then I think Region 8 and Region 4A can discuss separately the concerns in your region. So we have a World Bank study. The one that I have is 2015, but I think Helen Grace has the most recent one. And in that study, Bangsamoro is the top one in terms of the most, in the stunting rate, most stunted in the Philippines. And then it's actually followed by Imaropa, and then followed already by Region 4A and Region 8. So that has been our basis in choosing the locations. And as mentioned by Michelle earlier in Marvin, where it is most needed. And then after that, we coordinated with the SWD and then with DepEd in terms of choosing the beneficiary. So I'm passing on the microphone to.
Thank you so much. This is Eden Dada on behalf of my regional director, Dr. Nicolette Alvaro. She's just here. Allow me to answer the question why Region 8 also was chosen and what's the reason why, what's in Region 8 that's different from all the other regions. As provided by Ms. Dawn Marie, there is a study that that informs us actually that there is more need in our region and Region 8 and Region 4A and also in the BARM, why we're chosen as one of the recipient regions of this program. Now, as presented by RD Evelyn in her message a while ago, it was made clear that Region 8 has been beset a lot of calamities. So we are actually considering Region 8 as one of the typhoid references of the country. Because of this, our learners are mostly affected. And so we have high incidence of malnutrition in Region 8. And so this program is really very appropriate. This program will really help our learners. And it's really clear that when our learners are fed well, they also learn well. Thank you.
So I'd like to add, aside from the Region 8 and the different areas, again, this is year 5, and we want to do this nationwide, not only in those regions, because we know poverty and malnutrition is prevalent everywhere in the country. And I want to particularly highlight also in BARM why we chose that area, because it's also where we fish. That is the area where 80% of the sardines are caught. And it's caught there, yet they're experiencing malnutrition. So it's really our effort to make sure that the people there is really well taken care of, because they're also taking care of the rest of the Philippines, diba? So it's our initiative not only to do it in these regions, which this year we will, but in succeeding years, year 6, year 10, year 20, year 50, tuloy-tuloy, we will try to do it nationwide.
As actually what I've mentioned earlier, we were able to identify BARM, or the foundation was able to identify BARM following actually the forum we conducted last year, wherein the World Health Organization also presented like some figures. Based on the recent statistics, July 4 this year, BARM actually has the highest or most prevalent number of stunted children. So at 45%. And again, second highest when it comes to energy deficiency.
may I add also, no, from FNRI standpoint naman, I would like to underscore again what Marvin has said. Kasi ang malnutrition is not just yung pagkain, ano, it's a very multifactorial thing. So, ang magandang nangyayari ngayon, private and government agencies and Chamber of Commerce is linking hands kasi kailangan talaga siyang ma-address. Stunting is a very big problem of the country. For nutritionists na mga kasama ko ngayon, actually ang stunting is irreversible. As early as the first 1,000 days, kailangan talaga matugunan na natin. But kina-capture natin ngayon are the school children kasi ito yung ikalawang segment of our society at captive natin sila dahil nasa school sila and we can offer the 120-day feeding program and if I may add, yung 120 days na feeding diba last time shorter, no? But now based on research, talagang kailangan at least 120 days feeding for the children. Thank you.
May I add on this? Based on the statistics provided by the FNRI, over the past decades, stunting has always been an issue to children aged 0 to 72 months old, so like 0 to 5 years old. So we've been having issues like stunting, and it continues to grow, so like around 20% per dog. So, and Philippines is in fact the second most stunted, or the second most stunted children worldwide, next to Vietnam.
Gusto natin mag-champion lagi sa basket. Ano yan, hindi yung joke, pero joke pa rin, ano. Hindi kailangan ma-address natin ang stunting kasi ito yung medyo mga, sorry for the term, pero ito yung mga bansok na mga bata natin. Thank you.
So I think to highlight this, what's important is the government can't do it alone. The private companies can't do it alone. So we encourage other private companies to join us in this advocacy to help the Philippines because sino ba bang tutulong sa atin kung di tayo rin?
Follow-up question, clarification po for Dr. Gonzalez. Ma'am, yung 120 days, is that enough po para matugunan yung problema ng stunting among the students sa chosen regions po?
Of course, ano siya, no? Ideal yun. Ang ginagawa natin is we give this particular program for our children kasi nakapasok ito sa ating DepEd na program on the supplementary feeding program. So ang maganda dito, naghahanap tayo ng kalink talaga na institutional partners who conduct feeding programs. Now, di ba, it's also, sabihin na natin, yung habit natin, yung good habit. So if our children are now exposed and they are being given nutritious foods for at least 120 days, di ba, yung na-acquire nila yung taste, hindi lang ng matatamis o kaya yung medyo mga fatty foods, but especially the vegetables kasi isa to sa talagang challenge natin, di ba, yung mga mami, mahirap pakainin ng vegetables ang bata. And if you will see, the Bigay Sustansya program for this year ay hindi lamang pagpapakain sa tiyan, kung hindi pagpapakain din sa ating kaalaman. So ano siya, nakapartner siya in tandem so that the children, the parents, and even the teachers will have a full grasp of the importance of nutrition. And it can go beyond the 120 days kasi kapartner na natin ngayon ang mga magulang na sila ang nagpe-prepare at nagbibigay ng pagkain sa bahay. Thank you.
Last follow-up. There are 3 regions. Ilang estudyante ang inaasahan natin na makikinabang mula dito sa feeding program. And then, pwede ba ma-explain yung meal plan? Breakfast, lunch, tama po yung pagkakaintindi namin. Thank you po.
So we have 500 kids as beneficiaries for this year. And we are using a menu developed by FNRI. And And then what we did was we also submitted the recipes that has the mega sardines component to FLRI to be analyzed and to make sure that this is aligned with the nutritional requirements of the kids. And it's not just medyo very scientific siya. It's based on age group. And there's also a specific serving size per age, because we also do not want food wastage. If we serve a 4-year-old a serving size that is supposed to be for a 9-year-old, then nakikita namin ang daming tira. And that is what we wanted to avoid. So it's really down to the last detail itong programa na ito. The other question
The meal
is...
plan.
The meal plan, as mentioned, is developed in partnership with FNRI, and we would be happy to share the meal plan to the media as well. It has actually recipes that the other parents can also make, because these are really delicious. I tried it with my own kids. Okay, thank you so much.
We are also addressing yung food fatigue. Kasi baka mamaya, ito lang na ito ibibigay mo, di ba kahit tayo, nagsasama tayo. That's the reason why my meal plan in partnership with our OFP. And our expert is here now yung nagde-develop ng aming mga recipes. And these are standardized recipes. So hindi na yung, ano ba yun, yung tansya-tansya. Tansya-tansya. So dapat, kung masunod yun, hindi lang yung lasa ang assured, but pinaka-importante yung nutritional content ng bawat meal. Thank you.
Very short lang, just to add, we are dealing with kids ages 4 to 7, and they are picky eaters. So you cannot be serving them just one kind of dish. And we are flexible. For example, sa isang location, we sense that hindi talaga nakakain, and we analyze the reports from the ground na sinasabing, what are the leftovers? May tinatawag kaming plate wastage. What are the leftovers? Ano yung malipit na naiiwan sa plate? And so we analyze, okay, would it be better to serve this meal instead? So we are flexible in that way to make sure that the kids will really consume what we serve them, and they like it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, my name is Ira Malaya, Business Insight. This question is for Mr. Marvin. You mentioned a while ago about taking this nationwide. How far will that be? I mean, when do you target to do that? That's my first question. Second question, how much is the budget how much is Mega Prime spending for this initiative on a yearly basis, I guess? And then, third question is, how do you assess the success of the project every year? Paano nyo siya ina-analyze yung success? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. We plan to take it nationwide progressively. Next year, hopefully, more regions we can visit more regions. Siguro, sabi ko nga kanina, it's parang lifelong na to. We will do it yearly, and that's our commitment to help the family. With a definite date to take it nationwide, we don't know. Pero definitely, year on year, the budget is growing. Because this is, again, part of the Mega Tulium Foundation. So we really pour in extra funds just to help this initiative. And on the third question, what was the third question again? Sorry.
How do we measure the success?
The success really is when we see the kids grow. When we see, because that's why there was training on pre and post analysis on their height, on their weight, on their size. And that's a success if they grow. And hopefully, the other success factor is didikit ba sa mga mommy, sa mga teachers, yung education na ibibigay natin sa kanila. Gagawin ba nila sa bahay? Gagawin ba nila sa school? Papabakon ba nila sa anak nila? Kasi hindi lang natin gusto palakihin yung bata ngayon, pero lifelong gusto natin. And sana, sabihin din nila sa mga kapitbahay nila, yung mga learnings nila, para it propagates. Again, we're just maliit na programa lang to. This is all that we can do as a company. And there are millions of Filipinos that need this. Pero hopefully, through our small initiative, it can propagate. And through your help, through the media's help here, we can propagate this type of information that other people, other private companies, this type of education is much, much needed so that we can grow the country. We are able to, make our children grow, not only for basketball, but become productive citizens and making sure that they are able to work, they have a good mind, they have the right necessities for them to live a good life ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add in terms naman of the output or the report that we have to turn over to Megatree Foundation at the end of the program. So, of course, at the start of the program, we have the baseline levels, and that is why FNRI trained our coordinators for the anthropometric measurement. Is basically getting properly their height, their weight, even their mid-upper arm circumference, because these are determinants of how wasted the kids are. And so, I think Ellen's team can share the results from the 2022 one, where there was a significant decrease in terms of the wastage of the kids. In fact, there's a 20% increase in children who transition from being wasted to being normal. So ultimately, that's our goal. Napaitawid natin yung mga undernourished kids to have a normal nutritional status.
Just to add, that's why I said kanina, it's amazing how these people come up with the details and all the procedures. So we really thank them for doing this. But ultimately, the measure of success is if the Philippines is not part of that list, that the Philippines is funded. So if we remove our country from that list, that will be success. But we know it's a very far future, but it is doable. So we need the help of everyone and also some private companies also. Sana, katulad namin, ginagawa nila rin to para at least we help the Philippines in totality para makaalis naman tayo dito sa ating
May also add, we're talking about undernutrition, pero kanina, di ba, we also want to emphasize yung, kasi tumataas na yun ang overnutrition natin. Pareho yan, malnutrition pa rin. And it will lead to non-communicable diseases, yung metabolic syndrome, hypertension, diabetes, and so on. So, ngayon, ang dami na natin mga mas bata na nagkaka-hypertension, nagka-pre-diabetic. So, ano yan dalawang spectrums yan. We are now addressing yung matagal na nating problema of undernutrition, but hindi na nga siya emerging ang overnutrition and obesity sa Pilipinas. Mataas na siya talaga. And the school children, kasi yung physical activities, lalo na ng pandemya, nakaupo lang, and we also need to address this. And this can be addressed by the program. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Arlo Osorio from the Manila Times. The last event that I covered was 2019, and it was for entertainment because Fiona Pascual was there. Now, it's for Campus Press because I'm not the Campus Press editor because it has an education component. Kay Marvin, I ever commented that time na parang ring heartthrob, di ba? Question ko lang is, to be blunt and frank about it, yung bang talent fee ng mga ambassadors, you have shifted that to the feeding program? Kasi syempre milyones yun.
No. Kasi we really need to market our products, and really celebrity endorsers are a good way to touch base with our consumers because they not only believe in the celebrity but also they believe in the brand. So the budget really for this is outside of everything that we're doing. It's actually a percentage of sales, so hopefully more and more consumers buy our products so that we can give more and more help to the Filipinos needed. But definitely our endorsers, we still have Julian Santos, we have Marian Rivera, and we have Nicholas Romana. Well, we really anchor our endorsers based on their status and based on what they value. We make sure that our endorser is in line with what we believe, what we stand for. And we're blessed that these endorsers that we have, long time na, are very nice and very fit na fit dun sa aming mga brands.
I run from Manila Times and Ursa. You mentioned kanina, di ba, parang yung mga parang aim natin din is to serve yung mga less fortunate brothers and sisters sa Filipinos. Do you incorporate yung budget dun sa meal plan na ginawa natin para maging sustainable yun? Kasi baka mamaya yung ginawa natin meal plan or yung mga ingredients parang mahal para ituloy ng mga parents, di ba? So, kasama ba yun sa...
Yes, that's actually a main consideration in making these meal plans. And it varies not per region because what's added up to the taste dito sa NCR hindi naman sa ibang regions. And also, the ingredients or the components of the dish is also depending on what is abundant in that location. So that, of course, when the program ends, the mothers can continue providing these meals to their kids. And that is why we also teach them on how to prepare the meals themselves.
So, konting plug lang rin since marketing ako. Our products are very nutritious, especially sardines. No? Sardines is one of the most nutritious fish in the world, and that is covered by many, many studies worldwide. It has omega-3, it has calcium, iron, protein. Ang daming sustansya na makukuha sa isang dilatang sardinas. May lycopene pa yan. And not only sardines, we also have canned vegetables, corn, mushroom, and also tuna. So all our products really, we make sure that it is nutritious and healthy. It can add value to people's lives and not really degrade it. So yun, konting plug lang sana. Ma-enjoy niya, meron kaming handa para sa inyo.
Good morning, Gina Santilla from HNC. First of all, congratulations for having this kind of program. You're on the year 5. I'm just concerned about the project management that you are having right now because you are dealing with different organizations. How arduous it is to you to implement the rules and also the possible outcome of this program?
In terms of the program implementation, since it's simultaneous, the good thing is, I think practice makes perfect. We have done this already. For RONP, this is our 4th year in being the on-ground partner of Education Foundation. So we already have a system, and together with the government agencies, and now actually it will be easier because before we used to do it in the community. So madami kaming cases na mga absences sa kids at mahirap silang mahanap sometimes. But now that they are contained in the school, we are expecting that it's gonna actually be an easier year for us to implement the program with the help of our regional directors here.
Okay.
Hello. Ed Reyes po from People's Prison. Yung mga school children lang ba ang beneficiary nito? How about yung mga out-of-school children na may problema rin silang vision?
For now po, these are all public school students. The 500 beneficiaries are all enrolled public school students.
Yeah, I think in the past was out of school. So we're trying different formats. No? Again, sabi nga, it's a trial talaga yan every year, and we learn and we grow every year. So this year we'll try with schools with the help of DepEd para sana dumikit din doon since nasa school setting sila. And the problem we had last times in out-of-school situations, minsan yung mga bata hindi na nakakapunta, may engagement, so hindi consistent. Pero at least sa school, consistent nandun sila. So we're trying this avenue and hopefully it works. We're very hopeful it will work naman.
Doris Born sa Filipino Star. Abot kaya ko yung Lego Sardines? May question.
Siyempre, kasi ngayon, ang sardinas po ay napakahirap gawin. Number one, hindi po alam ng Pilipino ay napakahirap gawin ng sardinas. Marami pong proseso yan. Meron kaming 1,200 fishermen nandun sa laot 9 months at a time. We have 90 vessels out there in the sea. So, mahirap po mag-maintain ng vessels, mahirap po magpadala ng tao. Hindi po sila umuwi ng 9 months, ha? So, mahirap talaga yan. So, pagdating, within 12 hours, nalalatan na namin yan sa Zamboanga, sa dalawang factory namin doon. At dito sa Batangas, may isang factory rin tayo. So, yung factory na yun, world-class din yun. So mahirap talaga gawin. Pero sa presyong 20, 24 pesos, ang isang latang sardinas can feed up to 5 people already. So it's one of the cheapest sources of protein in the world actually. And in the Philippines, the prices of sardines are so low compared to our ASEAN countries. Halos doble ang presyo ng sardinas sa ibang bansa. So abot kaya talaga yan. Pero mas abot kaya ang noodles. Pero wala namang masyadong sustansya ang noodles. Pero that's why we're really promoting and making sure that okay, yung sardinas is something to be proud of. Kasi dati may connotation, sardinas pang mahirap lang. Hindi po totoo yun. Lahat ng tao, ako kumakain ng sardinas. Lahat kumakain naman ng sardinas eh. So, we really want to highlight that it's really nutritious and it's a food that is essential for everyone.
It's a staple food of the Philippines, sardines. And just to give you a comparison, ang isang latang tomato paste, pag magawa tayo ng spaghetti, di ba? Ang isang latang tomato paste is around 30 pesos. Okay? Ang isang lata ng sardinas, na mega sardines, is around 20 to 24 pesos. Pero may 5 isda sa loob, 6 na isda sa loob. So, nakikita mo yung value ng sardines over the tomato paste. So, that's how we feed the Filipino people. Kasi kung wala ang sardinas, ano ang kakainin ng mga Pilipino? Diba? Sa Thailand, ang sardines is around 40-45 pesos ang isa. Pero sa atin dito, 20-24 pesos, it's very affordable for the Filipinos.
I just want to add, in terms of the cost analysis naman namin sa meals, no, ang sardines is still the cheapest protein source that we can find. In fact, the mega sardines, because last year nagkaroon ng matinding inflation at tumaas talaga ang presyo ng pork and chicken at nahihirapan talaga kami na pagkasyahin yung budget per meal. But mega sardines is consistent, hindi naman sila kaagad-agad magtaas ng presyo. So, because it is a vital component of the dish, we were able to maintain our meals within budget.
So I'd like to add also, since archipelago tayo, we have a lot of fish in the sea and a lot of nutrition really comes from the bounty of the sea and from God, of course. And yes, we do understand that prices have been going up. However, we innovated. We made a product called Mega Corn Sardines. That's priced at 15 pesos now. So we are targeting every level of the socio-economic classes para at least kahit pa paano, abot kaya pa rin nila. Wala pong extender yan. Purong sardinas pa rin at tomato sauce rin yun. So, ang magandang produkto yun. Actually, malakas na ang benta lalo na in the rural areas because minsan talagang gipit na rin talaga yung ibang tao. Kahit 24, 22 pesos, hindi po nila na nakakayanan. Pero at least ngayon, may corn sardines na at 15 pesos. Kaya na ng iba.
Alright, thank you so much.